This is the Ellesmere EC4, and for starters, it's an AGA. Hi, I'm Gabriel. My family have been manufacturing, designing and selling stoves for 3 generations. And this channel has 2 sides, stove reviews and information, and mini films about successful people and their life-changing wisdom. Check them out and leave me a comment. You could also like and subscribe to see more. This isn't the cheapest small stove going, but I've been really excited to find out whether this is just a name or whether it's actually worth the money. There are 3 in the AGA Ellesmere range, starting with this one, the little EC4. They then do an EC5 and an EC5W, which is like a widescreen version. They also make this in gas versions and electric versions as well. They all have 5-inch flue outlets, direct air provision, DEFRA approval, eco-design, and they're made in Britain. The Ellesmere stoves are all sold and advertised as multi-fuel, but in reality they're much more focused on wood than they are coal. But the multi-fuel grate does at least mean you've got an ash pan, which makes clearing it out and keeping it tidy much quicker and easier. Leave the doors just ajar and secondary and primary air brought out. Obviously you've got a main handle which is stainless steel. It does get warm, but they do give you a glove. And then we've got the 2 controls underneath. This is the primary air, which is air underneath the fuel. You would keep that open when you were burning coal, but when you're burning wood, you really use that for lighting, and then you close it. And this main control, I would tend to set it for halfway, for normal running, and if I wanted to shut it down and leave it and go to work or go out or leave it overnight, all the way closed. And as you can see, it's very controllable. Well, as far as controllability is concerned, this stove is definitely not just a name. Contrary to the manufacturer's instructions and recommendations, we loaded it up and shut it right down to see how long it would burn for on 3 logs. And it did it for 8 hours, and this is only the little version. We test fuel economy by getting the stove up to operating temperature and then seeing how long we can maintain operating temperature with a single net. This stove did it for 11 hours, which was incredible. Now obviously this is a small stove, so you'd think the bigger stoves would use slightly more fuel, but nevertheless it's well above average. The last time we used the stove, we actually ran it overnight. And I haven't cleaned the glass at all. There literally isn't a blemish on it. Sure, the handle gets hot and you can bump the door with it. But it comes with a glove, so it's all solvable. On the other hand, I literally love this stove. And AGA, if you don't have to have this example back, I'd love to keep it.